Hola, 'tis I, Alycia. How are you? I hope you're doing well. Today we're going to do a pick a card reading on your love life, get a little bit of insights about you and the person you're in a relationship with. And so today we have three piles for this pick a card reading. We have pile number 1. This is the healing card. And it has a beautiful little lepidolite heart on it. It is so super cute. Isn't that? Oh, love it. And then we have pile number 2, influence. There you go. And this has a beautiful little sunstone butterfly. It is so sparkly, so cute. So that's your pile number 2. And then we have pile number 3. And we have respect. And with that, we have a beautiful cut rose, and it's of amber. So you're going to choose which pile you want to use to look into your relationship, what there is to know, what you can find out, and you can go from there. So with that, pick your pile, number 1, number 2, number 3, and I'll see you in the reading. Welcome, pile number 1, to your relationship reading. This is card number 1 of the reading, and this is about healing. And this is what you are bringing to the relationship. But of course, I have to tell you, it's all alleged for entertainment purposes. Welcome, pile number 1. Here we are going to get started. You selected the healing card for your relationship look-see here with the pick a card reading. And with that, we have Lepidolite. Lepidolite is a wonderful stone for calming yourself down. One of my go-to stones whenever I'm feeling stressed out, a little crazy, and I'm like, I need some help. And that is why I choose Lepidolite. So this is a cute little heart. You can get it in the shop, but we'll put that off to the side. And we're going to start your reading. This is your first card. And I'll pull some more cards, but of course I have to tell you, this is just for entertainment purposes, all alleged for the collective, for those who chose card 1 in this reading. So let's see what else we can find out for you here. Okay, this looks like we don't have enough room here to get it all on screen, huh? Well, let's see if we do a little shove, shove, shove. And we're going to start here with what we have. This is what you're bringing to the relationship. You bring healing to the relationship. And this is what your partner's bringing to the relationship. They're bringing the romance. So you're here helping to heal, all the past hurts and wounds and upsetness, and they're over here bringing the romance and the flowers and the love and maybe some wine if you're lucky. They're bringing that all over for you. Now, this is about where you stand on the relationship. Now, this is interesting. You're standing here at the relationship and you still feel that spark, that magic, and probably because your partner is really romantic. And then on your other side, your partner's feeling some type of regret in the relationship, which is interesting. So we'll have to keep seeing if we can figure out where this regret is coming from. There's something here that's kind of just bothering them a little bit. And then here's the hope for moving the relationship forward. Where does the relationship want to go? And you're on the side and you're kind of still holding on to some heartbreak, which is interesting. And they're just hoping, you know what, let's just wait it out. If we're patient enough, we will get over through all the bumps and the hurdles and all that stuff. Okay, so that's not, you know, every relationship has its ups and downs and bumps and hurdles and this stuff. Now, how they see you, how you see them as someone you have to exercise some level of caution with, which is interesting because I'm wondering if you already suspect there's some regret from their past actions. They see you as passionate. They do dig you. They definitely dig you. They're into you. But there's regret here. So let's see. Your current doubts and fears and their current doubts and fears. You're currently doubting the commitment that they have for you. You're like, is this really going to last forever? Is this, you know, it seems like sometimes we're just hanging on by a thread. And they have this like fear that they need to open up more. And maybe this is what this regret is. There's something they're holding on that they haven't shared with you, and it's something you're going to have to maybe find out about. Yeah, there's something here that they just haven't shared. They're holding on to it, and they need to share it with you, but they're just kind of like, I don't want to do this. Okay, external influences on you is you want to be secure in your relationship, and don't we all? You want to feel like this is your safe place, that this is your person. And, you know, this is what also motivates them. They want your support. They want to be a partner, a team member with you, okay? And so in terms of the whole thing, it looks like that there is balance coming in the future of the relationship. The yin and yang is all restored and things are good. There's just something over here your partner's just holding on to, and they just haven't been able to express it or share it with you, which is interesting. So let's see if we can find out a little bit more about what is this regret. There's something that it feels like this may not be like a super big deal, but it feels very much like they told you one thing, but they did another thing. Like, oh, yeah, this happened, but there's something else that they're leaving a detail out when they're away from home. Like they were on a business trip or they're out with friends or something. They weren't at home. And I don't know, it's like going to the bar. I don't know, out at a party, something. There's something here when they were not at home and they kind of tried to dismiss it, sweep it under the rug. It doesn't feel like it's super major. At the same time, it does feel like it maybe kind of crossed a line, or it was right up on the tiptoe edge of a line, and you wouldn't be none too pleased, and that's kind of like why they're not telling you. Like, it wasn't that big of a deal, but they have this guilt about it. Yeah, I don't know. I would tread carefully, you know. You don't want to accuse somebody of something that just because you saw it on a tarot video and you're like, oh my God, what have you done? And they're like, I didn't do nothing. So, yeah, we don't want to do that. That gets really ticky-tack. But it feels like there's something there. They're not completely honest. They've got a little secret going on here. So let's see what else we can find out here for you. All right, we're going to shuffle these and shuffle those and shuffle them all over. What else can you know about your relationship? What do you need to know about this? Moving forward. Generally, it looks like it's going to be going forward. It's going to be rather stable and good and all that stuff. It's just that right now, there's just this little thing hanging in the background. And it's just kind of tearing on your partner a little bit. They feel like they want to share something with you, feeling a little bit guilty. Oh, you go back there. And they definitely want to tell you, but they have not. So let's see what we got going on. Bag. Something important such as a new job or a new raise. Interesting. We have staff you'll be taken care of in a difficult time. We have the apple. Temptation will test you. I think this is about temptation. Just got real close to a line. Didn't cross it. But vulture. Worry that someone is against you. See, I think you also might have this idea that there's something else going on here. Financial gain usually coming from something you did in the past. Interesting. Let's continue on. We have mice, discord among friends and family. I don't know. If it was me, I might be side-eyeing some of my associates. Beware of self-delusion. You might already have an idea that something's been going on. Forest, muddled, unclear thinking. Tortoise, slowly but surely getting ahead. This feels really like there's somebody who maybe has their eye on your partner, and they've been eyeballing them, and they've been thinking about like, I might want to get closer and get closer. And it's just a slow working. Gavel, involvement with the law. Doesn't necessarily have to be the law. It could just be that there's a moment that's coming where a decision is made about like how serious this infraction is and if this is something that you need to deal with. Okay, let's get a tarot spread here. Upside down, turn it around. Oh, they're all jacked up, aren't they? Well, let's see. What do you need to know? What do you need to know about this alleged indiscretion? Six of Cups. Okay. Okay, King of Swords. In the past, 10 of Wands. Interesting. Yeah, 10 of Wands. It feels very much like alcohol's involved. You kind of lose yourself and you're just like, oh, having a great time and like, oh, let me smooch you. Oops, didn't mean to smooch you. Yeah, 3 of Cups. There's something that happened at a party or an event here. And they, just like I said, I don't feel like it's a super big deal. I don't. But I do feel like there's something there. And that's just, they're holding on to it. They feel guilty about it. And they're just not speaking up. Yeah. Yeah. Something happened after midnight. No good things happen after midnight. And they're carrying this weight and this burden upon themselves. And, yeah, they want to just see if they can like rebuild trust without having to admit to it or go into the details and get it all muddy. It's almost like I want to make get back in your good graces by saying like 20 Hail Marys and are we even? That's really what this feels like though. I mean, it doesn't feel like, it feels like, yeah, I jacked up. I messed up. I shouldn't have done that. That's all it is. I shouldn't have done it. And it didn't mean anything, even though we've all heard that a million times. And we're like, okay, if it didn't mean anything, then why'd you do it? This actually feels like it didn't mean like anything. Just lost your mind for a moment and then instantly regretted it. So with that, let me see if we can just get a last card here on what to know moving forward with this relationship. There's a period that you're going through transformation. Everybody's changing, everybody's maturing and evolving. And so this period of transformation, it's going to be transformative for you, transformative for them. And things are going to change, things get better, things are going to bloom in brand new ways. So with that, pile number 1, thank you so much for watching. I'm telling you, I think this is going to be okay. But again, I just read cards. Don't trust me. Go talk to your partner. So with that, thank you very much, and I'll see you next time. Adios. Card number 2, pile number 2, Influence is the card that you picked with this beautiful little sunstone. It's so cute. Whoopsie. And it's so sparkly. I wish I could show you how cute it is. Sunstone little butterfly. Okay, so that's what you chose, Influence. Let's see what we can find out about your relationship. And against all alleged entertainment purposes only. Don't be taking what you see here in a video and run into the bank with it like, this is the truth. Can't do it. Humans need to be talked to. Sad fact, you have to talk to the humans. So let's see what we can find out. This is your first card here. About your relationship. Pile number 2, card number 2, the Collective. What can we know? What do you need to know? Are you spying on your partner? This is, oh dear, dear. We can't be spying on our partners, even if we don't trust them. Even if we don't trust them. That's not right. Let me move these up here. So it's interesting that you guys both need to like look into this right now, this relationship. Build back that trust. That's the biggest thing here. So what do we see here? Here's what you're bringing to the relationship. This has influence, and you're trying to get your partner to act in a certain way and trying to get them to do stuff because there's like a trust issue here because you don't know what the heck they're doing. This is what they're bringing to the relationship. You think they're wearing a mask with you, that they're not telling you the truth, and you're just like, I don't know what to trust with you. You're being Shady McShadester right now, so I'm not sure who you are and what you're up to and what games you're playing. So you're trying to listen here. This is how you're supposed to act because I don't trust you. And they're like, well, I'm going to be shady over here because, I don't want you all up in my stuff. Okay, so where do you two stand in this relationship? Well, this looks like you've been spying on their social media, in their phone, checking to see if they're, say, like, are you really over at the Shakey's Pizza Place or are you not? I gotta know. I don't trust you. And they're over here like, this is just a difficult time. We are not on the same page, right? Not on the same page in this energy-wise here. So this is, Now, interesting though, where you hope the relationship goes moving forward here. You want to have fun. You're like, I want to get back to fun times. And what do they want? I want to feel secure in my relationship. I don't want to have someone who's spying on me all the time. I want to be like, trust me. Okay? So, how you see the other person, they kind of broke your heart. They must have done something to make you start doubting them. So, I get that. So you see them as a heartbreaker. How do they see you? They still got a spark for you. They still like you. They still want to, have fun times with you. So they still have that spark for you. They lovings you. But, they just don't like being, documenting everywhere they go and checking to make sure that they're telling you the truth. They don't like that. So your doubts and fears about the relationship is this a mature relationship? Will this stand the test of time? And is this someone who's mature enough to be in a relationship with me? Their doubts and fears are like, do we have long-term chemistry? Because this is feeling kind of boring right now, right? Things have fizzled out. Do we have the long-term chemistry? Because I kind of need to know that we're going to have long-term chemistry because whatever we got going on here right now, I'm not into it. This is not fun. Okay. Now, things motivating you. Gifts. Oh, is this that your partner is giving you gifts and you're just like, I don't trust this. Why are you giving me a gift? Did you do something again? Oh. What's motivating your partner? They're feeling like they're not getting enough attention with you, so maybe they do a little bit of flirting when they're out and about. And because things have fizzled here. You guys need to reconnect and spark it back up. Because here we have in the future of the relationship is that we need to learn to trust one another. We need to find that, okay, I'm not going to spy on you. I'm going to trust that when you're going over here to the Red Robin, that you're just going to get some cheesy nachos and that you're not going to, smooth talk up the bartender chick. Okay, so there's this idea here. We need to trust. We need to trust a little bit more. We need to find that spark. We need to have that fun again. Let's see here. Let's pull these cards out. See what we find out more about your relationship. What other things Spirit Guides want you to know about your relationship. You guys need to change. Pluto. You guys need to change course. Things are like, not working right now. People got to change. You both on each side, you're going to have to give in to what the other one wants. We have to find that passion again. The passion. The candle's burned out here. Remember? It's like, no good. We need to get back to the spark. Finding the spark. Because the passion's going out. We need to change this. We need to stop, collaborate, and listen, put the car back into the drive and going in the right direction. And you need to have the trust with each other. You guys need to get back to dating. You need to like reignite this relationship and have a little bit of patience and time over this relationship, because it seems like things are just meh, not in a good way right now. So yeah, we need to calm it down, find the trust, be patient. We're trying to recover here, trying to get on the right track, but we're not all playing, on the same page here. So let's see what else. What advice does your spirit team have for you? What do they want you to know? You got to work on it. You got to work on it. We got to grow it together. This is not like we're, I'm going to put a bunch of water into my plant, but I'm never going to let the plant see any sunlight. The plant needs the water and the sunlight, and then you have to feed it. So you need to do a collaborative here. We need to start over with the Fool card. Just start on over. Let's try to just clean slate. Let's go back to the past, okay? Yes, we have to get back to the lovers. Oh, mon chéri, I love you so much. Oh, I love you too. Oh, we have to get back to it, because right now we're like, what are you doing with that Applebee's bartender, you bastard? And he's like, nothing, but I will, because I want some love, mon chéri. Oh, yes, because things are got to turn around. We need to transform and get back to where we started, why we are in love. Yes, because if we're not going to get to this, if we're not going to work on this relationship, it's going to be no bueno. It's going to be dunzo. Somebody's just not going to put in that work, right? So we need to get back where everybody's on the same page. I love you. You love me. We both hate Barney, but we love each other and we want to be together and we want to make this work, okay? So that's what I have for you, pile number 2. You guys got to make it work together. It's going to come together. It's just we both have to work at it together. But of course, don't take my word for it. It's a card reading. You talk to your partner. And with that, thank you so much for watching this, and I will see you next time. Adios. Okay, here we go. Card number 3, Respect. This is the one you chose, and this has the Amber Rose. Amber pulls out all the negativity and whatnot that could be hanging around. But let's see what else we can find out about your relationship and see what we can find out from your spirit team, things that you need to know moving forward. Allegedly, for entertainment purposes only. It's a card reading. You can't take my word for it. You actually have to speak to your partner to see what else is going on. Nope, that one goes this way. Okay, so let's see what we've got going on here. We've got some interesting things. So your card you chose was here. Respect. What do you bring to the relationship? You bring respect, right? That's a good thing. You respect them, you respect yourself. What do they bring to the relationship? They bring self-love. They do love themselves, so there's no they're usually pretty confident in who they are, what they believe, how they feel with you in the relationship, and their place in it. Now, there is some other things going on here, because where you stand in the relationship, you're standing here and feeling there's this need to influence the other person. You're trying to make them into maybe a little bit different than who they are. And they're over here like, I need to guard myself because I don't really like this idea. This doesn't feel good to me. I love myself and I think I'm a good person. I don't know why you're trying to change me. So there's some like push and pull going on here. Like, I don't know if I like this. It's not feeling the best. And where you hope the relationship goes in the future, you are here about freedom, hoping that they can be exactly the person you need them to be without you having to kind of mold them into a certain direction, so then you can totally trust them. And they have fear that you're going to try and change them. They're not really into this. They're kind of just like, this is not what I signed up for. I want freedom and I should be trusted. And you're kind of like, well, I need to make sure that I can trust you. So there is that. That's kind of something here we got to work on. So how do you see the other person? You have hope. You have hope that this relationship's going to move forward in a good way in the future. And how do they see you? They just want to have fun. They just want to have fun. Why do we have to make it more complicated than it already is? We don't need to do that. Let's just have some fun. It's all good. Now, current doubts and fears about the relationship. You're wondering, is this really true love? There's things about this person that you're kind of like, I wish I could change it. That's not exactly how I like things done. And their doubts and fears are like, are they mature enough for this relationship? They're wondering because you're doubting them. And they're like, you just like, there's no need to have to like check on me or change me or anything. Like, just accept me for who I am. So they're not feeling so secure here. They feel kind of like they're being watched and they didn't do anything wrong necessarily. Now, you're experiencing some confusion here. You're not quite sure what's going on. There's something, you're like, something must be going on. Why isn't this working? Why is this relationship not going the way that I wanted? And they are wondering about, like, where was our initial chemistry? Together, it was like, I thought this was a match made in heaven. We had so much chemistry, we had so much fun in the beginning, and I was really enjoying it, but all these doubts, they're just kind of creeping in, and I'm not enjoying them one bit. No, no, no. And so the future of the relationship, it might not work out. It might not pan out because there's like differences in how you both approach relationships. And so this is something that you might need to look into to see if this is like, if this can progress, because it doesn't feel like it can. This person's like, I do not need to be checked on. You're not my parent. And you're like, I need to make sure that you're acting in a certain way. And they're kind of like, no, I don't like that. All right, let's see what else Spirit Team wants to bring forth about this. Need to find a mutual respect for each other. Something here needs to give way. All right, what do we have? Dream and transcend. If we can both focus on what our goals are for the relationship, we can transcend this period where we're not on the same page. What is it that we hope for the future? What is the type of relationship we want for the future? How can we make that happen together? We also have instigation, bravery, and a pioneering spirit. Interesting. This kind of reminds me like those Nancy Drew books, like, oh, I got to go find the mystery. I got to see if there's something going on. And it's kind of this idea, like, there's a lack of trust here towards your partner. Your partner, you know, is feeling like you're investigating them, like they've done something. And this might come at it from you as a thing of, well, every other person I've been with has been a no good, da-da-da-da-da, and I just have to like trust but verify. I need to make sure that you're doing what you're saying you're doing and you're behaving how I want you to behave, and da-da-da. And it's kind of micromanaging. And it's like you feel like you're being proactive here, but they're not digging this. They're not digging this at all. And then we have transformation, karma, facing fears, and legacies. Going into a relationship is scary. And sometimes people just don't act the way that you want them to act so you can feel secure. But it's one of these things, this person here just wants to be trusted. They're like, I don't know, why? Why is this just, you know, a thing? I didn't do anything wrong. That's how they're feeling, that they didn't do anything wrong. They just want to be supported and trusted. And, you know, it can be an interesting thing trying to figure out how to move forward with a relationship when you've been burned before. So let's see what other information we can get here for you. Okay. There's this idea that we both have this dream of what we want this relationship to be. And we're both thinking about like, oh, this is how it would be. It would be romance. It would be trust. It'd be happiness. It'd be fun. It'd be chemistry. It'd be all of those things. And it looks like we both have these dreams for the future and we'd like to move forward together. However, there's suspicions here, and there might be suspicions, there might be people jibber jabbering and making things worse. And that's the part that's not helping here. There's just this idea that maybe something's going on, and maybe somebody's getting in your head saying things that are not true. And you're kind of like maybe eating into that. There's something here. We got to settle this. We got to lay the cards on the table, kind of. So, what advice does your spirit team have for you about this relationship? What's the best way to start moving forward here? Four of Wands. Okay, we got to figure out what's going on. What's going on in the heart of this relationship? And we have the Hanged Man. We got to see things from a new perspective. Perhaps things that you see in this person that's from a past person, and you're kind of like, well, that was a warning sign. Then maybe this is not a warning sign in this relationship. Okay, so we have King of Swords. It's like, this is all about like truth, honesty, and coming together here. And just with the moon, like the secrets, the idea here, just put the cards on the table. Just talk. This is like, what are these suspicions or ideas or things that you have? Like, why are you wanting to, like, have them under your thumb? Say that, like, just, this is why I'm kind of not acting in the way that you want, because this happened in the past, or because of this. And because of that, that's why I'm maybe a stick in the mud right now. Yeah. We need to solve the problem here. Where is the disconnect, and where are we having those trust issues? We have to tap into the trust issues here. And there's no amount of trying to coerce someone to be a certain way that's going to work here, that's going to turn out positively. Strength card is like, you can keep trying and trying to get them under your thumb and trying to get them to act a certain way, and that just pushes them away. And they're like, no. Yeah. This is being calm, confident, all in your own power. Having your own self-love, having your own self-worth, knowing that you bring value to the relationship as well, and that, you know what, we're just going to proceed. I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt maybe here. Maybe still lay out your doubts and fears that you have, but give them the benefit of the doubt, and see if that doesn't help moving forward in this relationship. So with that, thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed this reading. And with that, I'll see you next time. Adios.